And it looked like Sheryl Swoopes might have just lost her job, allegedly.
Sheryl Swoopes has been let go by the Dallas Wings after making critical comments about Caitlin Clark. This is another setback in Swoopes' career, adding to a pattern of issues with previous teams.
Now, if you guys ain't familiar with Sheryl Swoopes' work history, she be losing them jobs, dog. I just gotta keep it real. And it looked like she might have just lost another one because word on the street is that the Dallas Wings let her go.
The growing trend around Caitlin Clark is hard to overlook. It seems that anyone who publicly criticizes her faces career fallout. This points to some important shifts happening within the power structure of the WNBA.
Seemed like nearly every person that did wrong Caitlin Clark, they got him up out of there, bruh. And this is another case.
What really caused Swoopes' sudden exit? Was it just her remarks about Clark, or do her past controversies play a role too? A deeper look reveals a behind-the-scenes story that mainstream sports media isn't talking about.
Because Sheryl Swoopes was an announcer for the Dallas Wings.
The Dallas Wings made waves when they revealed their 2025 broadcast team on social media. A quick look at the list shows something striking. Sheryl Swoopes is missing. One of the most well-known voices covering the Wings is now completely absent from their plans.
Now, fans was definitely caught off guard with the latest post that was released by the Dallas Wings yesterday, and that post showed Sheryl Swoopes was not in there, bro. Yes, she was not part of the post. She was not in the description, and I'm here to tell you, bro, fans was like, hold up, wait a minute.
The Wings replaced Swoopes with a new face. Tiffany Bias is now stepping into the sideline reporter role that Swoopes previously held. What's really telling about this whole situation is how the Wings handled it. No explanation, no acknowledgement. No, thank you for your contributions message. Just a straight-up announcement of the new team, as if Swoopes had never been part of their broadcast family at all.
This is the post that was released yesterday from the Dallas Wings, man. They said, all eyes on us. We're so excited to introduce our 2025 broadcast team. Now, Sheryl Swoopes had been a member of this team. Well, it looked like, based off this post here, they gave her the boot, bruh. So, play-by-play call is Ron, analyst is Fran, analyst Nancy Lieberman, sideline reporter Tiffany.
The timing of this move raises questions. Swoopes has been under scrutiny lately for her remarks about Caitlin Clark, which painted the rookie in a less than flattering light. Now, just after those comments, she's no longer with the Wings. Many fans are linking the two events, seeing her criticism as the reason for her departure. The Wings' announcement makes their stance clear. They've finalized their lineup for next season, and Swoopes isn't part of it. They didn't even acknowledge her past contributions, giving the impression that they're trying to distance themselves from her quickly.
So this is what it was, a year ago. So it said the Dallas Wings have added Basketball Hall of Fame inductees Sheryl Swoopes and Nancy Lieberman to their 2024 broadcast. And as y'all can see there, everybody's still there. Except for Sheryl Swoopes, bro. Sheryl Swoopes gone. They gave her the boot. Looked like they replaced her with Tiffany Bias, bro. A younger face, younger looking lady. She definitely took Sheryl.
This situation follows a troubling trend in Swoopes' career. In 2016, she was let go from her head coaching role at Loyola University Chicago after allegations of mistreating players. Before that, her involvement with Marvelous 3D, a pyramid scheme, led to financial problems. In each case, controversial actions were followed by serious professional fallout.
Now, just like I told y'all, this should come in no surprise. Sheryl Swoopes has been fired before for a coach.
The Dallas Wings' silence only deepens the mystery surrounding Swoopes' departure. No one from the organization has explained why she's not returning, and there's been no official statement about the change. This lack of transparency has sparked widespread speculation. Social media is buzzing with theories, with fans connecting the dots between Swoopes' comments about Clark and the shakeup in the broadcast team. Many believe her criticism of the league's rising star played a direct role in her removal.
Somebody said they told Sheryl Swoopes, we don't allow racists to broadcast.
The way the Dallas Wings handled Swoopes' departure sends a strong message. By effectively erasing her from their plans, they seem to be signaling a shift toward embracing new talent while cutting ties with the past. For someone of Swoopes' stature and legendary basketball history, this sudden removal feels especially impactful. It shows that even figures with a storied legacy aren't immune to the fallout from controversial public statements in today's sports world.
Somebody said disappointed to not see Sheryl Swoopes. Yeah,
Let's dive into what really triggered this controversy. Sheryl Swoopes' comments weren't offhand remarks. They were made with clear conviction on a major platform. When asked about Caitlin Clark's standout rookie performance, Swoopes looked directly into the camera and said, "Well, you know what? She's not dominating to me. What she's doing is not dominating." Let that statement sink in for a second.
We all remember when Caitlin was balling out, came back off the Olympic break and all that stuff was happening. She was looking phenomenal. That kind of like pissed a lot of people like Sheryl off because they weren't expecting Caitlin to come back, be on fire like that. When Nancy Lieberman was one of the people that kind of checked Sheryl.
Here we have a Hall of Famer looking at Caitlin Clark's historic numbers and outright denying what fans and analysts alike could clearly see. It's a bold statement that stands in contrast to the overwhelming praise Clark has been receiving. Here's the clip.
Sheryl Swoopes did speak about Caitlin Clark. I want to play one of these clips right here because to me, I believe this is the clip, right? This was the clip that really showed Sheryl true feelings about Caitlin.
This wasn't a casual slip-up or something caught on a hot mic. Swoopes doubled down, questioning whether Clark's performance would be seen as dominating if she weren't the most hyped rookie in recent WNBA history. The dismissive tone and the way she framed her comments suggested something more than just professional criticism. It seemed like a refusal to recognize Clark's undeniable impact on the court.
20 points, 8.4 assists, 6 rebounds.
That's crazy.
But
That's crazy.
5.6
Those are hell of a number.
Those are hell of a numbers.
But to me, that's not dominating.
Yeah, it's only not dominating because she's...
What makes Swoopes' comment so baffling is that it directly contradicted the reality at the time. Clark was averaging an incredible 31.6 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 9 assists per game. These aren't just solid numbers. They're the kind that define careers and rewrite record books. For anyone with even a basic understanding of basketball, to suggest these stats don't count as dominating feels like an impossible stretch, like claiming a hurricane isn't wet, or that LeBron James is just an average athlete.
Oh.
Yeah, so if he's putting up numbers like Asia right now, will she be dominating?
yes.
So it's about the numbers. I don't look at the dominating factor being numbers. It's what you're doing on the floor. And those numbers would change if the factors on the floor changes. If you make that layup, the stats change. If you swing, I get a layup, the stats change. These are factors on the floor that we don't get to see because we're glorifying the stats.
What's crazy about all this, Nancy Lieberman was one of the people, Nancy Lieberman was one of the people that kind of went off on Sheryl Swoopes a year ago. Yes, she's one of the people that kind of put her in her place, let her know you tripping when you speaking about Caitlin Clark. And what's eerie about all of this is that she still got her job.
Nike in 1993 took her to her first ESPYs. I've known Sheryl, I've coached her, have a lot of respect for her. I called her when Caitlin was still playing at Iowa and she had just broken Maravich's record. And it was all over the place, as you and I have discussed, that, there was this quote by Sheryl that said, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior. Right. She was taking 40 shots a game. Her records were illegitimate. And I got off the treadmill and I called her as a friend. And I said, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody. But you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter. And if you just get ahead of this and just say, hey, I made a mistake on my numbers, then this thing was like, Sheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking. And so our relationship pretty much is not happening at this point. I tried to talk to her at the Final Four. Right. She didn't want to talk to me. My life's going to be good or great with or without you.
Y'all can see from this point right here, bro, this is when things kind of went south for Nancy and Cheryl's relationship. Now, she said she had a relationship with Sheryl. She coached her. She used to be friends with her. She helped her get her Nike shoe deal. All these different things. Hell, they was even co-workers for the Dallas Wings. Now, when Sheryl Swoopes went on her rant about Caitlin Clark for the whole 2024 pretty much calendar year, people like Nancy and other like people old guard people, they was coming up, they was taking up for Caitlyn because they knew there was a hidden agenda against Caitlyn. It's pretty much Sheryl, because Caitlyn ain't got nothing against Sheryl. But it was Sheryl having some against Caitlyn, but Nancy pretty much summed everything up and was all like, you tripping, at least learn